Good evening, good evening, good evening, Facebook family. I hope that you've had an absolutely amazing day. I hope that you've made the most of this beautiful day. Listen, I'm going to give you a few moments to log on and tune in, share and invite those friends of yours, your neighbors. Grab a neighbor, snatch a friend, drag them on in, share, invite, all the beautiful things that you do from week in to week out. And let us get into this lesson for tonight very briefly. Excited to share what the Lord gave to me on the way home. On the way home. All right, so I'll give y'all a few seconds, about 30 seconds, again, to log on, tune in, all the beautiful things that you do, and we'll get right into the lesson. Oh, Lord, there goes my timekeeper. I thought I was going to get away with just doing something very, very brief, but it looks like my timekeeper is here, and she's going to hold me accountable. All right, so again, go ahead and grab your friends, grab your neighbors, drag your friends on in, prepare your hearts and minds for what the Lord gave me as I was coming back home today. All right. Be still and know that I am God. 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 God bless you. God bless you. God bless you, Bishop Freeman. God bless you, Pastor Kim. God bless you to everyone that has joined me this evening, whether I can see you or not. God bless you. And again, I greet you in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. I'm excited to share with you what the Lord gave me. I have been feeling the beckoning to the water. There's something for me. There's two things that I absolutely have to do when compelled to do these things. One is the practice of grounding that I have been doing for years before it even really became popular to do. Grounding, which is essentially having my feet to touch the earth. I have to be grounded at some point. And then the other thing is that upon occasion, I absolutely have to be in or near a body of water. It's just something about those two things that helps me to remain grounded, and I'm able to think and process. And so I was excited because I had been feeling that need to get by a body of water for some time. Bless you, Melanie Ramsey. I had been feeling that compulsion to be there, but time just would not allow, travel, all the things that I've been doing. And so I and having a sun sensitivity on top of all of this, I normally caution how long I am out in the sun, period. But I am grateful today that I was able to get out and I was able to just completely enjoy myself by the water, the serenity of being by water. Got to watch some boat shows and, boat races, and it was just completely amazing. Got to meet new people. So amazing. And so I on the way home, let me back up. Before I had left out today to just get by the lakeside, the Lord had inspired me to prepare some material. And in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, God, if this is for today, then what am I going to do for tomorrow? And so as I was about to post what the topic was, the Lord spoke to me and said, no, that's for tomorrow. And I said, tomorrow? Are you sure? Like, this is, I could deal with this, talking about this today. But mighty Lamb and great Jehovah, tomorrow, that's a whole nother ball game. But with the assurance of the Lord, that this is definitely what he had given to me was definitely for tomorrow. And what the people of God needed to hear on the morrow, I had first initially said to myself, okay, well, I guess then I'll just, have Pastor Kim throw a few tomatoes at me and just relax and prepare for tomorrow. Yeah, mountains, Pastor Kim, absolutely. Love it. Cheryl, God bless you. God bless you. Mighty Lamb of God. Apostle Marrow, bless you, sis. Love you so much. So, as I was coming home, driving home from the lakeside, the Lord began to speak to me and just said, be still. Be still. And so I said, oh, okay, all right, okay. I'm not going to worry, all right, okay. I'm just going to relax. And he said, no, that's the topic for today. Be still. Oh, mighty Lamb and great Jehovah. So he took me to a passage of scripture that we're all familiar with. Book of Exodus chapter 14. Bless your apostle, Bill. Exodus chapter 14, verse 14. And he says these words. Moses is talking to the people of Israel after being worked up, after anxiety and frustration has set in, after 400 years of bondage, and having a word from the Lord that God himself was going to lead them out of bondage. After, y'all, I'm trying to set the stage. I haven't had any time to really sit down and, do all the things that I would, But after 400 years of bondage, after 400 years of crying, after 400 years of praying, after 400 years of being burdened, after 400 years of being tried, after 400 years of situational hardship, of oppression, after 400 years, bless you, Steve, after 400 years of being in a state of slavery, They're at the moment where the Lord has promised them, I'm going to bring you out. But I'm sure that, like so many of us, they did not see the situation happening. The process happening quite the way God orchestrated it. He could have, being God, took them by the hand the very first day after having Moses to proclaim a declaration, and Moses and Aaron standing before the Pharaoh and telling him what God said. God could have very easily, it would have been nothing for him to do, to grab Israel by the hand, open the sea, make a way out of no way. It would have been nothing for him to just lead them out. But because God's plan often looks very different than what we had in mind, God took them around the scenic route. Because the truth of the matter is that God was proving a point not only to them that he could do it, but he was also proving a point to Pharaoh that there was no God beside him that was sovereign, that was to be worshiped, that was to be adored outside of him. There was only one true God. And if I could pause right here and ask an assessment question, how many times have we missed it because we thought that God should have done things one kind of way, and he took us the scenic route? You had to go through a roundabout. A roundabout takes you around the course. You're going to get where you need to go, but you have to go around the circle until you hit the exit that pertains to where you're going. He had to prove something, not only to his own people, about the wonders of what he could do. He had to prove to them that even throughout all of this, I can preserve you. I can keep you. I know it's going to get real ugly. I know it's going to get real nasty. I know it's going to look like, why am I going through this? It's going to look like ain't no way possible that you're going to bring me out of this, just so that you can make the way. Just so that you can open a door that no man can close. Just so that you can close the door like he did on Pharaoh, that no man, once he closed that Red Sea, not 1 inch of a person could open it back up. He was proving, after all of this, that after all of this, after all I've been through, after all I've had to suffer with, even through the plagues, even through watching God demonstrate his authoritative power through the plagues, I'm able to keep you. I'm able to keep you. I hope somebody's listening to me today, because he's trying to talk to you too. I'm able to keep you. Now unto him who is able to keep you. Why am I going through this? He needs to prove to you that he's able to keep you. You can't say that he's a keeper until you have had the experience and the need to be kept by our God. And so, I can't even say I'm off the script because there is no script. So now, Moses is here, having the challenge of trying to corral the people, because in their emotion, and God knows I just had to whoop a pastor today about this. When you are ruling and operating in your emotions, you will always begin to doubt. You will always begin to second guess. God, why? Why are we here? You got us all the way here. You took us through the plagues. You did this, you did that. And now we're here. We're surrounded by the Egyptians. They're steadily gaining traction on us. And yet before us, we have a Red Sea. There's no way out of this. How could you have brought us all the way here, God, to die? And so Moses, being the leader that he is he says, Exodus, what is quoted in Exodus 14:14, he says, listen. In other words, quiet yourself. Listen, Linda, listen. You shall hold your peace. Why? Because the Lord will fight for you. You just need to hold your peace. That was the courageous thing to say. But God knew that inwardly, Moses had an internal struggle that he dealt with his entire life. The entire course of the assignment that God gave him, he struggled to master regulating his emotions. He struggled with not letting his emotions getting the best of him. He struggled, Apostle Williams. He struggled resting in what God said. He struggled when the folks got next to him, when they got under his skin. He wrestled with, he struggled with. No, I don't have to go back and forth with these people. I'm not going tit for tat. I'm not going to keep explaining myself. I'm not going to worry myself into a grave. No, he fought. So internally, even though he said to them, the Lord is going to fight for you, you should hold your peace, he's still internally struggling with this. God, what am I going to do? And how do I know that? Because the Lord, this is where most of us stop reading. But if you read down to the next verse, the Lord has to come right back to Moses and tell him, and by the way of a question, why are you? I know that they're the sheep and they're struggling, but what exactly? And I'm using, I'm breaking this down where we can all understand this. It's not verbatim, but I know that you're leading a people that need a shepherd, and so they might be discontented. They might be all out of sorts. They might be discombobulated. But Moses, what exactly is your problem? And he has to tell them. Again, by way of a question, what do you have in your hands? You're struggling. You're complaining. You're going back and forth. But what do you have, dear sir, in your hands? Stretch forth the rod. Stretch out. Your rod. Some of us get so worked up and all out of sorts that we can't even begin to think clearly. And God wants you to know today, just be still. Why? Because when you be still, you can think clearly. When you be still, you can go back and reflect on what the word says. When you be still, you can go back and reminisce on the promises that he's already made to you. When you be still, you can recollect and think about all the ways that he's made before. When you be still, you can remember, God, when the plot was out to take you out, I held you, I hid you in the bushes, Moses. When you recollect and be still, you can remember all the times that he's opened doors for you. When you be still, when you're not all rattled, when you're not when you're not all out of sorts, when you're not going topsy-turvy, when you're not complaining, when you're not murmuring, you can be still and think and think and think and say, despite this, I can remember what the book of Psalms says when it tells me, my God, today, that many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord shall deliver them out of them all. I can reflect and remember when I'm still. I got to be still. I can't talk to you right now. I got to be still. Sometimes you got to just steal away. I can't dialogue with you right now. I can't get on the phone with you right now. I can't go for that walk with you right now because I just need to be still. I just need to be still. My God, I just need to be still. Just need to be still. Not be still as in don't do anything. No, be still. Calm yourself. The world of early childhood education is called self-regulation. The ability to calm yourself. The ability to be able to reflect and say when the enemy comes in like a flood, then the Spirit of the Lord will lift up a standard against him. I don't have to be out of sort. He takes care of the birds and he takes care of the lily of the field. So I don't have to worry myself about this. I don't have to wonder the how. All I need to know is the who. Let me say that again. I don't have to worry about the how he's going to do it. The only thing I need to remember is that who is going to do it. It's not me that's going to do it, no way. If it's going to be done, it's going to be God. If it's going to be done, it's going to be God. If it's going to be done, I don't have to hold I don't have to bear the weight of responsibility of working it out. I just need to give it to the one who works everything out. I just need to be able to give it to the one who holds the world in his hands. I just need to be able to give it to the one that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we can ask or think, according to the power that worketh within us. What is working within you? Is worryation working within you? Is anxiety working within you? Is doubt working within you? You got to give it to the one that is able. If it's going to be done, my God, I feel like running. If it's going to be done, it's going to be God. If anybody's going to do it, it ain't going to be Ray. If anybody's going to do it, it's going to be God. If it's going to be done, y'all keep saying, say it again. If it's going to be done, it's going to be God. Either you're going to be God or you're going to allow him to be God. But that does not mean in him being God that you don't have a responsibility to stretch forth your rod. You do what you can do. Be still. Remind him of his word. He's not a man that he should lie, neither the son of man that he should repent. If he says it, will he not perform it? If he spoke it, will he not make it good? If it's not good yet, just keep on trusting. Just keep on holding on. Just keep on waiting. Wait on the Lord and be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. If it hasn't gotten good yet, just keep on. Just keep on. Just keep on. Keep on. Because if you keep on, he's going to make it good. If you keep on keeping on, he's going to make it good. If you keep on, keep it on, he's going to make it good. That's right. You got to remind him of his word, but you can't remind him of a word that you don't know. How about that? Oops. I can only remind him of a word that I've studied. I can only remind him of a word that I'm acquainted with, that I'm familiar with. Remind him of what he said. God, you said. God, you promised. God, you told me. I didn't say it. You said it. Before the foundation of the world, before I was even created in my mother's womb, God, you established this word, and your word is settled already in heaven. You said whatever I bind on earth, it will be bound in heaven, and whatever I loose on earth would be loosed in heaven. God, you said you gave us the keys. You said that if we decree a thing, God, according to your name, God, if we could just touch and agree within it, 2 or 3, God, you said if we believe your word, you said that you would never leave us nor forsake us. You said that you would. You said. I didn't have to say it. I didn't have to be responsible for it. You said it. You said you honor your word. Your word is exalted above your name. My God. The word of the Lord is exalted above even the name. My God. So his word cannot return back to him void. You just need to be still. You can't enjoy the benefits, partake in the benefits where you haven't examined the package. You haven't read the deeds of your benefits package. Be still. Settle yourself. He's not going to let you down. He's never let you down before. This is not your first rodeo. This is not your first dilemma. This is not, my God, who am I talking to? This is not your first circumstance that you had that looked like God couldn't do it. This is not the first time you've had your back against the wall. This is not the first time that things look like it couldn't happen, that it wouldn't happen. This is not the first time that you've been in a ring and the odds were heavily stacked against you. But our God, the same God, the same God. He's the same God yesterday, today, and forevermore. That same Jesus that did it before. That same Jesus that healed you before. That same Jesus that brought you through before. That same Jesus that brought you out before. That same Jesus that made a way out of no way. That same Jesus that saved Sister Susan's son can save yours. This is a promise. 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 It's a promise. And God keeps his promises. This is not the first time. I'm the Lord, thy God, I change not. Morning by morning. Every day I wake up, there's another opportunity for me to see God do something amazing. Every time I open up my eyes and I take a breath, it's another opportunity for God to show up, for God to show out. It's another opportunity for me to see the face of God. It's another opportunity for me to witness the hand of God doing what only He can do. Lord, it looks dire. Well, the Bible says, there's a word for you. The Bible says that the just shall live by faith. You've been this way before. Not in this territory, but you're serving the same God. You've had challenges before. The challenges might differ, but you serve the same God. Challenges on the job. Listen. Be still and watch God. Can't get this to act right. Be still and watch God. God already had the exit route for him, but He couldn't do anything until they were still. I need you to hear me. God is not slack concerning His promises, but we hold His hand when we don't be still. Be still. Just be still. Settle yourself. Settle yourself. That's right. He already has the exodus. He has the escape route. The New Testament picks it up. It says, there is no temptation that is uncommon to man. But what does the Lord do? He provides a way of escape. He already has your exit plan. He already has your evacuation plan. But you have to be still enough so that He can show you what that looks like. When Moses got still, he could really hear God. Stretch forth your rod. And the next thing God says is the most amazing thing. The most prolific thing. He says, stretch forth your rod and move forward. Stretch forth your rod and move forward. The Red Sea did not disappear, but move forward. It still looked like, I need somebody to catch this, because it's still in that moment. It still looked like the probability was, my God, today, the probability was still that they would drown, that the circumstance, they were not removed from it. He did not create a utopia. God did not do that. In the moment when he told Moses to move forward, that Red Sea was still very much there. I hope y'all getting this. I hope to God y'all are getting this. The way he's giving it to me as I'm speaking to you. I told y'all I had time to sit down and put all this together. In that moment, I'm going to say it one more time. In that moment, when God told him to stretch forth his rod and move forward, the Red Sea was still very much in front of them. He didn't take it away. He didn't say walla-bazoom, chicka-chicka boom boom, snap a finger and the Red Sea disappear. No, I'm not going to take the problem away. No, I'm going to take you through it. Lord, it look like we going to drown. Trust me. Stretch forth your rod and trust me. Move forward. It don't look like it's going to work. Pastor Kim, stretch forth your rod and move forward. God, it don't look like this is going to pan out the way I need it to. I hear you, Doc. I hear you, Doc. But stretch forth your rod and move forward. This math still ain't mathing. I get it. I'm not trying to add. I'm trying to multiply. Stretch forth your rod and move forward. I need you to trust me. I need you to regulate yourself. I need you to be still, my soul, and trust me. If I could take you through hell, I can take you through this. Lord, who am I talking to? If I could take you through all that you've been through, I can take you. Not around this. Not over this. I'm taking you through this. It still looks crazy, but I'm going to take you through this. It still looks impossible, mighty God, today, but I'm going to take you through this. The numbers are still not looking like they're going to work in your favor, but I'm going to take you through this. It still looks like you might be caught up in this hurricane, but I'm going to take you through this. And as Moses began to lead, moving forward, he would see along with the people of Israel the hand of God begin to part the Red Sea. He didn't move it. He didn't move it out the way. I'm just going to part the waters. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to just take you through this. Not only am I going to take you through this, but I'm going to show you just what I can do. Because if we look at the science of this, the ground should have been wet. After all, it was covered by a whole body of water. But I'm not going to just take you through this. I'm going to show out while I do it. I'm going to make it comfortable for you. You're going to walk through this with ease. You're going to walk through this with the spoils, because they had gold with them. They had valuables with them. That's right. A whole door and a whole doorknob. Build the frame where there is none. Ain't no way in the world. Watch me. I don't see it. Watch me. Why? Because God had a promise that was bigger than them. Yes, he made a promise to Moses. Yes, he made a promise to his people. But the promise was bigger than them. He had a seed that had to come through that lineage. No, I'm not going to let this happen. I'm not going to let the devil overtake you. There's something much bigger than this that has to come through this line. And yes, often we learn different aspects, different characteristics of God through the challenges that we face. You learn about Rapha not when you're well, but when you're sick. You learn about the peace, having the peace of God that passes all understanding, shalom. Not when everything is fine, but when everything is chaotic. You learn about Gibor, not in times of peace, but in times of war. You learn about it being your battle axe, not when everything is cool, but when it's time to chop the enemy's head off. You're learning about his strength in those moments when you feel the most weak. One of the things Pastor Kim, he would tell them to do is to create a memorial so that they could remember. So that when their children would come and ask, what is all this about? Oh, this is what it's about. I need to go back in time and explain to you what the Lord has done. Back in the day, we would hear about it through testimony service. I just need to testify about what the Lord has done for me. And it might not be that particular day, but you would have a situation that would come up and you could go back and remember. I remember what God did for Sister Naomi. I remember what God did for Brother Jethro. I remember what God did for Mother Ruth. I remember. And their testimony, joined with my faith, helps me to hold on and believe. Because God is no respecter of persons, so if he did it for them, he can do that plus one for me. Yeah. Inscribed on tablets. They would have moments of reflection. Again, testimony service was our idea of that. Writings. Archives. We could go back and look. My God, look at what he's done. And that would help us to be still. So I challenge you tonight to go back in your archives. And most of us are over 21. So just go back and think about all the things that you've experienced from birth until now. And be reminded that if God did it before. Yeah. Dig up the journals. Dig up the workbooks. Dig up the back in the day. I know when I was in elementary school, we would have to bring those black and white composition books. We got tablets and iPads and all that now, so they don't really have to carry around books. But back when I was in school, we had to carry those black and white composition books. Go back and grab those books. And those books could really be used for anything. They could be used for your schoolwork. There will be little diaries for some of us. They'd be some of everything you had in there. Go back in some of those books. Go back in your archives. And begin to reflect on those things that the Lord has already done. And let that be the catalyst to propel your faith forward and move forward. Stretch forth your rod and move forward. Move forward. Apostle Williams, we had notebooks for every subject. Math had a book. Reading had a book. Science had a book. Art had a book. Music had a book. Electives had a book. Paul backward, way down with 99,000 composition books. Go back in your archives. Go back in your spiritual archives. Go back to those diaries. Go back to those journals. Go back to those writings. Go back to those things that you used, those dreams, those visions. Go back to those. See what he's already checked off the list. Go back in your mind and reminisce on what he's already done. Stretch forth your rod and move forward. Do not go back and forth over this anymore. Whatever your this has been. Do not struggle with this anymore. You have history with God. I'm going to say this again. You have history with God. All right, one more time. I just heard it. You have history with God. You have a catalog of events. Catalog of testimonies. Catalog of experiences. Be still. Don't you worry another day about that. Don't you fret over that another day. Don't you be anxious. Be anxious for nothing, but in everything with prayer and supplication. Make your request. With thanksgiving, make your request be known unto God. With praise. With adoration. With worship. With assurance. With confidence. With hope. Make your request known to God. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about the textbooks. Make your request known to God. Stretch forth your rod and move forward. You don't need another word. You just need to trust the word that you've already received. You don't need another sign. Show me a sign. You don't need another sign. You just need to trust what he's already shown you. You just need to trust what he's already said to you. And Apostle, the moment we start walking with confidence, knowing that the Lord will deliver everything that he promised you, you're going to begin to see him part the Red Sea. I'm going to take you through it. I'm going to lead you through it. I'm going to walk you through this. Let's go to the other side. You've been on this side long enough. You've been standing at the door long enough. You've been standing at the gate begging long enough. You've been looking for a handout long enough. You've been sitting by the pool long enough. It's time to make a move. It's time to make a move. It's time to make a move. Let's go to the other side. We already know what's on this side. But there's something that he has for you that's on the other side. Yeah. You've been here long enough, y'all. We've been going around the same circle long enough. We've been staring at this. You've been going back and forth about this long enough. Let's just go ahead on to the other side. It's time to get to the other side of this. It's time to get to the promise. Yeah, you're still going to have them demons behind you. That's all right. He's going to take care of them. He's going to take care of them. Don't worry about what's chasing you. Worry about who's leading in front of you. Don't worry about what's behind you. Forgetting those things that are behind. Focus on what is ahead. He's going to take care of what's behind you. Let's focus on what's ahead so we can get to the other side. The other side. The other side of this. 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 You got to see it. So that we can get to the other side. You've been beat up long enough. You've been enslaved long enough. You've been bound long enough. Let's get to the other side of this. Yeah, it's time. Not only is it time, it's your time. It's your time. It's your time. It's your time. Hear me. It is your time. I know you've been congratulating everybody else. I know. I get it. I love it. But now it's your time. You've been happy for everybody else. Appreciate it. No jealousies on here. Love it. Got it. Kudos. But now it's your time. It's your time. It's your time to see the hand of God move for you in a way that you have not even begun to imagine. For you to experience God in a brand new way. It's your time. Be still. Trust God. If you notice, and I'm packing this up. If you notice, for this particular issue, Moses did not have to fight not a piece of a person. This does not require a long and drawn out war. He just needed to move with God. And guess what? We just need to move with God. We just need to move with God. Move with God. Go with God. Move with God. When he tells you to step out, step. Move forward. Forward march. Yeah, it's your time. It's your time. Let that settle in your spirit that it's your time. Let that settle on your mind and your heart that it's your time. It's your time. No, you've been through a lot of wars. You've been through a lot of heartache. You've battled being discouraged and borderline depression. I get it. I got it. Frustration, got it. Been there, done that. Tried on every side. Almost to the point where you're almost addicted to the trauma. I get it. Because what we don't talk about is becoming addicted to trauma so that you can't even appreciate the victories when you have them. But the idea was never for you to become comfortable with trauma. That was not the goal. Yes, we've been through some things. But it was never for you to become addicted to pain. This time, you're not picking up an axe, you're not picking up a gun, you're not picking up a sword, you're not picking up You're not arguing. You're not debating. You're not going back and forth. Just going to trust God and move forward. Let him talk. You move forward. Let them say what they need to say. You move forward. Here's what I love about this story. As I put the lid on the trash can, that the Egyptians were able to see God bring Israel through. The Red Sea. They witnessed it. But once everyone had gotten across, he closed the door. Oh, we gonna get them. We gonna catch them. Drowned every last one of them. This is why you can't become addicted to the pain. He swallowed up what was hurting them. He literally swallowed up what was hurting them. He's bringing you through this. You will not drown. You will not be overtaken. You will not be choked out by this. He's bringing you through this. Don't worry about what it looks like. Know that he's bringing you through this. He's bringing you through this. He's bringing you through this. You're going through this. We're going to the other side. We're going into the land of promise. We're going into the blessed place. We're going to receive the blessings of the Lord. I know it looks crazy everywhere else. That's okay. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. God has got everything under control. I was told I said that a lot. God has everything under control. You don't have to control it. He's got that. You don't have to worry about trying to steer the ship. He's got that part. You just stay on board. Stay on board the ship. Don't abandon the ship. Don't bow out before you can see what he promised you. Don't throw in the towel. But be still. Settle yourself. Stretch forth your rod and move forward. I hope that you've gotten what the Lord, definitely not me, but what the Lord had wanted you to hear today. I was certainly content with just worrying about tomorrow morning. But somebody needed to hear from the Lord today. To be still. Settle yourself. Stretch forth your rod. And move forward. Y'all, it blessed me. Let me tell you what happened to me. I don't even know when it happened. To be quite honest, somewhere between last week somewhere between last week, would have had to been between last Saturday and Thursday. I filled up my tank, put my gas cap on my car, And I went out one morning. I noticed my tank was back at half tank, so I tried to fill it up. Made it a habit to practice to fill it back up. And so I went to fill it up. And I realized that my gas cap was missing. Somebody had stolen my gas cap. Normally something like that would have just irritated me because it's senseless. I just laughed. Faced with another challenge. Well, all right, you know. We're going to see what the Lord says about it. Did not worry about it. But that third thing, by now, we didn't hit after hit after. Now, this last thing that hit me, I said, now, wait a minute, doggone it. I could feel my blood pressure starting to rise a little bit. And I had to settle myself. Wait a minute. Wait one cotton picking minute. Let me just settle myself. And as I began to settle myself, I could hear God talk to me. Why are you worried about this? Why you been letting this get under your skin? What did I tell you? Brought me back. I want us to go into this next week with the mindset that we will not be shaken, be moved by the foolery that tries to get us off task. But just go through it. We getting to the other side one way or another, by hook or by crook. We gonna get there. So trust God. Y'all pray with me, please. Pray for me. Tomorrow morning, be in the beautiful city of North Charleston, South Carolina, 4755. Rivers Avenue, where the pastor is Apostle T. Vincent Simmons, Apostolic Life Ministries. Tomorrow morning, 11:30. If you're in the area, I'd love to see you. Love to have you fellowship. If you cannot be there, please pray for me, please. The word that the Lord has given me, advance notice is waiting. It's mind-blowing. And so I'm going to definitely need your prayers. I was talking to the Lord, I might need some extra security after this here. I might need some extra security to get me out the door behind this one. So y'all pray for me, please, please, please pray for me. Please, please, pray, please, please pray. You've already been in contact with me today. We're prepared. We're adding a level of anxiety, pressure. So pray for me. Pray for me that I will do just what the Lord has required of me to do. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Pastor Kim, it will be streamed so that you all can watch the replay. Those cannot be in attendance, but if you can, please come. Please, please come. Next Saturday, the 18th, we will be with Apostle Thomas L. Randalls Sr. At 1711 North Grimble Road in James Island. And then the following Sunday, fourth Sunday, we will also be going with him to St. Matthews, South Carolina, to Full Gospel Church, Full Gospel Tabernacle in St. Matthews, South Carolina on Burke Street. Also will be streaming. Please, ma'am, please, sir, if you're in the area, come hang out with us. Don't let us go to these places by ourselves. We'd love to see you. We'd love to fellowship with you. And as always, if you are in need of a church home, we'd love to welcome you. There's no state residency that is required. Just come. If you are a leader that is without a spiritual covering and you just want guidance, you need help, you just need a place to feel welcome. You need a place to grow. You need a place where you feel like you can vent to. Please reach out to myself. Reach out to Apostle Randalls. We will be more than happy to work with you, to pray with you, to provide counsel, whatever we can do to help. We want to be a help to you through the fellowship, Kingdom Builders International Fellowship of Churches. That is the fellowship. He is the first presiding prelate. I am the second. Please reach out to us. Please, ma'am, please, sir. We're here for you. If you have a service that is happening, send us the invite. You just never know. We just might show up. We're both roadies. You just never know. We just might pop up on you. Don't have to do anything. Don't have to say anything. Just to support you. All right? I want you to know that. 4755 Rivers Avenue. Carolyn, that's where it is. 4755 Rivers Avenue. Apostolic Life Ministries. Right next to the Dollar General on Rivers Avenue. A few, can't say blocks, but not far from Triumphant Ministries. Is right up that road, but a few doors down. On the same side as the Dollar General is where we will be. 4755 Rivers Avenue. Service starts at 11:30. I will also post the information on my page so that you can gather the information. All right. I love you all. I love y'all to life. Love you to health. I wish above all that you would prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. Listen, even if you are streaming, let me say this, even if you are streaming services on your page, please let us know what time that you're doing this. Let us know about their ministry. Bless you, Lady Hicks. Love you so much. You know I love me some you. Let me know. Let us know. Post the information in the comments. Please let us know when you are streaming. And if available, we will most definitely support you. Pop in and watch. If we're able to be present, send an invite. We would be glad to come. All right? Again, love you all. Let me think. Yeah, next week we'll be streaming the service next Saturday. So I will not be live on next Saturday. because we'll be with Apostle Randall's. But just keep your eyes open. There just might be a midweek pop-up. All right? You just never know about me. I just might pop up and do something. All right? But I will definitely keep you posted concerning that. Until next time, please remember to be still. Settle yourself. Stretch forth your rod. And, and move forward. Thank you so much, Pastor Kim, for not throwing any tomatoes at me tonight. I appreciate that. And do hope to rest well. It's going to be an early morning. But I believe that the Lord is going to see us through it. All right. Till next time. I love y'all so much. I do. I love you. And I will see you all again real soon. All right. Y'all be good. Ciao for now.